Oh god, all of these spiders! Oh no! Oh wait. These are mine. Hey, what is up ladies and gents? Long time no see. My name is Jaden of that Vox Populi, and today I am pleased to bring you another 1.7.2 mod showcase. Today we are going to be looking at the Archmagus mod. Yes, that is actually how you say it. I checked. And it is done by Egnar, and it is for 1.7.2, again on the Minecraft forums, as they usually are. So let's take a look at the mod. Essentially what this mod does is it allows you to summon your own monsters from the undead. So first off, let me start off by saying that there are no crafting recipes for this mod, which makes me a very, very happy YouTuber. Basically all you use here are these books. These lovely little books that you have right here in my hand. They drop from mobs. So first off, we have the Blazefire spell. Now as you can see in my inventory, it is called Blazefire 1, and it drops as a spellbook. Now clearly this drops from blazes. It has a small chance which the developer has not entirely specified, but what I want to show you is that when I right click, bam, I'm firing fireballs out of my face. Careful around fires, guys, or else you could end up like this guy. Alright ladies and gents, now I am in game mode 0, so I can show you that the spellbook, in this case the Blazefire 1 that I'm using as an example, every time I fire off a fireball, it consumes a bit of my hunger, which you may think is not a big deal, but when you're fighting like this, you can quickly lose a lot of stamina. Now the next thing you're going to want to note is that each spell can actually rank up. Now obviously it will drop in commonness, so I guess it gets more rare as it ranks up is what I wanted to say. Anyway, so you can see I have Blazefire 1, Blazefire 2, and Blazefire 3. Now obviously each spell is going to consume more hunger, which is what I wanted to warn you about. Now obviously as you can see, let's make it a rule now. Every time you rank up, it adds another thing. So there's 1 fireball, 2 fireballs. I did not mean to hold down the button. 2 fireballs, and 3 fireballs. Now obviously you're going to want to carry a lot of food if you're casting spells very rapidly. Now the very last thing is I'm going to change into game mode 0. And I'm going to show you that when I fire off the fireballs, it says here, cooldown 0 seconds. And that didn't show for very long, so I'm going to fire off the fireball 1 and I will show you. Bam! And see, you can see the Blazefire 1 also had a cooldown. Now this is a very basic spell, and so no, it does not have a very long cooldown as it is meant for combat. As you can see, it does not consume any more hunger. Bacon is good. This resource pack, the Vox pack, is also good. Download it in the description below. Now next up is the Ghastfire 1. So you can see that when I fire this off, it's a bigger fireball than before, and you can see that it also has a equally bigger cooldown of all of 2 seconds. So clearly when you fire this off, it's going to cost more hunger, but let's check out exactly how much it does. So now we can see that when I fire this off, bam, it takes about 1.5 hunger is what I counted, bacons. And also, it has an explosive effect and it lights lots of things on fire. So, you know, like I was saying, you're a real wizard now that you've improved all your stuff. You're a hairy wizard. Wait, you're a Next up is the Wither Blast spell, and like the Ghastfire spell. By the way, the Ghastfire spell only drops from ghasts, obviously. The Wither spell only goes up to a level of 1, as you can see. It has a fairly low cooldown, and when I use the spell, I'm at 5. And now I'm at 3, so you're going to want to note that this is a heavier spell, and it's very hunger intensive, but it's very cool because you get to fire off the Witherhead. It should be noted, the Wither Blast spellbook is dropped by none other than the Wither. The more you know. Next up we have the summoning spells! Alright ladies and gents, so now we're going to be looking at the Summon Wolf spell. Now, you know, it summons wolves. I mean, that's probably no surprise to you. If you didn't know it summoned wolves, I suggest you get a little bit tested. Just a little. So just to test out the spell, we're going to summon a wolf at level 1, as you can see here. When I right click, oh, there goes 4 hunger thingies, but it summons a wolf. Normally it says Jaden's minion, which is nice, and it comes at the full 20 hearts, much like a regular wolf. Now you'll notice that it follows the usual taming stuff, so when I walk too far away, he will walk towards me, and if I go away too far too quickly, he will teleport, which is really nice. Now that I've fed up, I can show you that here. Oh, and you can see that they have a rather long cooldown, I just wanted you to note. So now when I use Summon Wolf 2, guess what happens? Now I have 3 wolves? Okay, I have 3 wolves. Basically, going up each tier will add more, but you can see that the consumption for the skill is still the same. I only lost 4. So I'm going to feed up a bit now. You can see that when I use the 3rd level, I get 1, 2, 3 wolves. Okay, I was supposed to have 2 wolves the first time. I don't really know what happened. So once I feed up just a little bit more, you can see that now when I use the 4th level, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, I can count! So now we're going to head into our state-of-the-art mob facilities area. Now, regular viewers, ladies and gents, will be used to this area. As you can see, basically just summon things and, you know, here are my wolves. One of them clearly just died, but I have 3 and 4, whatever, that works. One of them's almost dead, but we will continue. So when I step on this plate, I summon a zombie, and as you can see, we're just gonna really quickly test how this works. So, you know, you can see he's dying pretty quickly if the wolves would actually hit him. And you can see that he's dispatched pretty quickly. Now, the big idea here is that with so many wolves, they can basically corner him and push him away very, very quickly, and so I basically have to take no damage. And unlike vanilla Minecraft, you don't have to worry about the health of the wolves because you could just respawn them again. Ha ha ha! Flash out the window! Alright, so now we have the raised skeletons, and, you know, they're gonna raise skeletons, so I right-click. Again, it's 4 hunger thingies, and it spawns a skeleton. I mean, he's not that cute, but I like the idea of having ranged bodyguards. That's always nice. And once I feed up a little, you can see that when I use the 4th tier, again, like usual, I get 4 bodyguards, and, you know, it's all good in the hood. I didn't choose the thug life chose me. Alright, so here we will be able to quickly see how quickly they dispatch a zombie. Now, you can see that they're firing pretty quickly. Sometimes they shoot at each other, which is not good. And, you know, they're spawning sheep, or the zombie's spawning sheep, but as you can see, the zombie is not able to come anywhere near me. And look, he dropped a book, that's cute, so you can kind of see the drop rate. And of course, now that you're used to the pattern, I can show you the other spellbooks. So first off, we have the Wither Skeletons, which I'm pretty sure you know how they drop from, how much hunger they consume, and the approximate cooldown. I mean, it's like a minute. Alright, and then I will show you this one, which is the zombies. Now, obviously, this is more common. You're gonna get zombies from zombies, you know, the huge. Alright, and now we have zombie pigmen, which is kind of cool because, you know, they're in the overworld. And then you got sheer witches, which I might add feels a little bit dangerous because their splash potions and stuff could definitely get a hit on you, and if they start hitting each other, it's gonna be mayhem for you. But it's still pretty powerful. I mean, look at this witch. Ugh, the back of that head. I am so sorry you had to hear that. Of course, we also have the spiders, and their cousins, the cave spiders. Now, ladies and gents, we have the teleport skill, which has a rather low cooldown. So it has 3 levels, obviously 1, 2, and 3. Now, for each tier, you can teleport an additional 10 blocks. So for TP1, you can do 10 blocks. TP2, you can do 20 blocks. And TP3, you can do a maximum of 30 block radius. And you can see that when I right-click, it makes a sound like all the other spells do. You can see this one has a higher cooldown. When I use Spellbook 2, I can teleport farther, and it has less of a cooldown. When I use Spellbook 3, I can teleport even further, and it's a cooldown of 8 seconds. Now, while I eat up, I'll be able to show you something kind of neat, which I thought was kind of cool. Maybe it's just me. So if I run over here, I mean, everyone knows it's a pain to swim through water, so you could just kind of, you know, poof your way across, and, you know, it's pretty convenient. Only costs you, what, like less than an apple, maybe a carrot or a potato. And yeah, I just thought it was really neat. Alright, and now we have the book Respawn 1, which only has 1 level. It's dropped by Enderman, and you can see that when I right-click, first of all, has a cooldown of 10 minutes. No, 5 minutes. I can do math. Anyway, I used this spellbook. Basically, it teleported me back to my spawn point, which was kind of cool. It's pretty useful if you sleep in your bed and you gotta go home, because I mean, this is a really useful book. It saves you a lot of time walking back from mining trips and all that other stuff, and if you're lost, which I get lost really often. Alright, and now we have the shields. So as you can see here, Fire Shield 1, 2, and 3. These are dropped by blazes and ghasts, and essentially, you know, you're gonna cast it, boom, consumes 2 hunger, and it gives you a minute of Fire Shield. Now what this does is it gives you a fire aura, so if anything attacks you and strikes you directly, it gets set on fire. Now I'm not really sure why there's 3 levels, because all their cooldown times are actually the same in my testing. So there's that, which kind of confuses me. So as you can see here, if I drink that, and I use my Fire Shield 2, it still consumes 2, which is really odd, and it still only lasts for a minute. So I'm not really sure the implications of the levels yet, but either way, it's probably good to have high level books because it never hurts. Alright, so here we are. I'm gonna cast my shield, and now I'm kind of on fire technically. and then spawn a zombie. He's gonna come after me, and now he's lit on fire. It also damages them, which is kind of cool. Oh, the damage rate probably goes up. Okay, I need to get out of here before I die. I'm gonna die. Oh, I died. Okay. But anyways, ladies and gents, I realized that because the fire shield damages mobs, the damage rate probably increases. Yeah. Alright, now the earth shield dropped by zombies and zombie pigmen, when cast, will consume 2 hunger as usual, and as you can see when I use the higher level one, it also consumes 2. It gives you damage reduction, so you know, it's kind of damage resistance kind of thing, and also reduction in knockback. So while this lasts, I'm gonna head back up there and hopefully not die this time. But I'm gonna head on up and I will show you that the knockback is reduced. So I'm gonna summon this zombie. It's gonna hit me, and you can see I'm not taking very much damage, and I'm actually not getting knocked back at all. Oh, that's bad. I need to get out of here. Now, dropped by squids, we have the water shields, and you know, they're pretty cool. You cast them, same as always. I need to eat this, and yeah, they're dropped by squids. It gives you regeneration, which I can't really demonstrate because I'm not damaging myself yet. I will head up there and damage myself. Damaging myself, as you can see, I have regen, and it's really cool. I'm leaving here before I die. Oh, also, you get fire immunity, which I thought was a thing. Yeah, there we go. I went off of fire, and you can see I didn't take any fire damage, so I'm gonna run. And yeah, strangely enough, this does not give you water breathing, which is a suggestion to the developer because, you know, water shield. Alright, now dropped by creepers, we have the storm shield. When I cast it, boom! Storm shield for a minute, just like everything else. Regular cooldown, and I get a speed boost, which isn't too visible here, I guess. But yeah, speed boost and complete immunity to projectiles, which I thought was really cool. So we can test that with these skeletons, which are trying to shoot me, but it's not working. Oh, and see, now that I'm hit, I get the speed boost. Okay, I get it. Storm shield, that makes sense. And now they're angry at each other. That's cool. I guess you could say this mod isn't very bare bones. Finally, we have the frost shield, which is dropped by snow golems and wolves, which is interesting because they're both from, you know, frosty biomes. Frost shield, frost. Anyways, ladies and gents, it's pretty interesting that you would actually be able to farm these frost shields because you're able to craft snow golems, but that's apart from the point. So we are going to cast this. Obviously, it's going to take 2 bacons as usual. And what this does is it inflicts weakness and slowness on the opponents when you are struck. As you can see, I will demonstrate with the zombie. He's gonna hit me, he's gonna be super slow, and the next time he hits me, he barely does any damage at all. And I'm on normal mode, just so you know. I'm going to leave now before I die, like usual. Alright, but yeah, that was the end of the shields, and finally we have the storm spells. Ah ha 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 ha! Alright, now there are 2 storm spells, and the first one is the Blazestorm. Now, just let me eat this cake right here, and you can see that when I cast it, it says no targets nearby, so it automatically homes in on stuff, and you can see that it consumed 3 hunger. So once I feed myself up again, and I spawn some sheep, you'll be able to see that basically, when I right-click, it does damage, and it sets them on fire, which is nice. Just so you know, I believe with the storm spells, the radius increases when you level up your books and stuff. And finally, we have the lightning storm, which is dropped by creepers, and if I neglected to mention before, the Blazestorm is dropped by blazes, if you couldn't figure that out by yourself. So we're gonna spawn some sheeps, get all sheepy up in this joint in the hizzle, and you know, we'll cast this, and bam! You'll note that it kind of looked, oh, that's messy. You'll note that it kind of looked like the Blazestorm, and you'll also want to note that it consumed 4 hunger. So essentially what this does is it strikes the enemies nearby with lightning, and you'll also want to note that right now the lightning is invisible because it's a quick bug that the developer needs to fix, but he does know about it, so he will be fixing it soon, and it'll look super cool super soon. So ladies and gents, this has been the Archmagus mod for 1.7.2, designed by Egadar on the Minecraft forums. I really hope you enjoyed this mod. I enjoyed presenting it to you. It's a really great mod, and I think it has a lot of well, a lot of flexibility to it. I think it has a good, simple system, and I just think it's really good. It would be great to include in mod packs, and the author has noted that you can include it in mod packs as long as you let him know. So ladies and gents, next I wanted to show you this! Haha! This is a list of 100 subscribers who have subscribed in the last while. These are the 100 ladies and gents of the week. I just wanted to show them off because they subscribed and show my appreciation. So if you subscribe now, become a lady and or gent, not lady and gent, of that Vox Populi, then you may be featured in the next video. So ladies and gents, if you like what you see and you see what you like and you like who I be, keep the love alive. Favorite, comment, and subscribe, it really does help. And also, for the regular ladies and gents, if you have been wondering where I am, you can feel free to reach out to me on my Twitter, which will be in the links below. So like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and stalk us in real life. And until next time, ladies and gents, stay classy. Alright, bye-bye.